Hi, hello, this is Anup here, and in this video we are going to see SCCM 1810 improvements and new features. I will go through the console and show it, and I already have a blog post about it. If you want to know more details about it with the screenshot, you can refer to this blog post. Okay, let's go into console. First of all, let's see what are the features available in 1810 version. Only 4 pre-release features. One is the new one, SMS provider API. So it provides read-only API access to WMI over HTTPS. Okay, so this would be useful for email approval and other stuffs. Let's go into some other stuff. Boundaries or boundary groups. If I go into boundary groups and go to properties, you can see there are 2 new features. If we go to options of boundary group properties, you can see 2 options. One is allow peer downloads in this boundary group, prefer distribution points over the peers within the same subnet, and prefer cloud distribution point over the normal distribution point. So these are the new 2 settings available in boundary group options. If I go to sites and open up site properties, most of these are like already in place in the previous version of SCCM. So there is not much changes over here. Go to hierarchy settings. So this is hierarchy settings, and in hierarchy settings there is a new tab over here that is called authentication tab. Authentication tab provides 3 options to authenticate with SCCM console. Windows authentication is the default one, and that is the normal one with Active Directory credentials. Certificate authentication is this other one, and Windows Hello for business authentication. Certificate authentication is used for ISPs. If you are an ISP and managing different clients and you don't have access to clients Active Directory, probably the certificate authentication will help you to authenticate and launch the console and support those kind of scenarios. If at all you are using certificate authentication, you can exclude following users. There is an option to exclude following users groups. So you can add your Active Directory users or groups. They will authenticate with Windows authentication, and rest of the SCCM admins can authenticate with certificate authentication. Apart from that, there is a change in high availability. So high availability options are available for CAS and the child primary servers also at the moment with 1810. You can create a passive site server for the child primary servers and CAS, so that is a big change. If you go to software updates, client settings, you can see a new option over here that is enable installation of software updates in all deployment. Maintenance window, when software update maintenance window is available, you can turn it to yes. That would be a very helpful option. There is an improvement in security roles. If you go to full administrator properties and if you go to collections, collection section, and if you go down, you can see a notify resource option over here. If this is not enabled for an admin, then he won't be able to use the notification channel by right clicking on the collection or devices. So even management insights of 1810 has a lot of improvements. As you can see over here, there is a dashboard for management insights, and you can see the below table and insights over there. You can see the groups, priority, last change and status details are there. If you go into the dashboard, you can see all the sections over there and you can click on it. There are new addition Mac OS and Unix. Security groups got added to management insights. If I go to assets and complaints and one of the collection, I can launch CMPIVOT, and you can see there are a lot of improvements in CMPIVOT. Most of the WMA class got added to CMPIVOT entities, so you can directly query all the WMA classes from CMPIVOT. Even you have an option to save your favorite query over here by clicking on this button. Also, there are some improvements in client notification wake up options, so you can get more details from my blog post. In the complaints, if you go to the rules, you can have a new option over there. This is for co-managed devices. All the required application installed with a deadline older than X days, you can have a required application installed. Otherwise, the client machine will be termed as non-compliant and you won't get access to the corporate mails and other stuff. This is a new option in 18.10 version. In the applications, there is a new option like convert to MSIX package. If you have a MSI package in SCCM, that package can be converted to MSIX using this method directly from SCCM console. So this is very useful for IT pros to convert existing MSI packages to MSIX. Another improvement with software updates is now you can create phased deployments in software updates, and on the operating system side for the driver packages you can have manufacturer and driver model details. And if I can go back to applications, I can show you there are two new options in deployments. One is kind of a repair option for applications and the other one is email approval improvements. Okay, if I go to deployment settings, there are two options. End user can attempt to repair the application. An administrator must approve a request for this application on the device. So these are the new options available. So in the software center, the user will get a repair button and user can click on that button to repair the application. So the improvement with the task sequences, there's a new template for AUTOPILOT devices. Deploy Windows AUTOPILOT for existing devices. If you want to deploy Windows AUTOPILOT for existing Windows 7 or Windows 10 devices, then you can use this option. So this is very useful option. This is very useful feature actually, to convert the existing Windows 7 or Windows 10 devices to Windows AUTOPILOT or modern management. And last not the least, you have a lot of dashboards available in the monitoring workspace. One of them is cloud management dashboard, and you can see Azure AD tenants onboarded, Azure AD users discovered, and Azure AD joined clients, etc. Okay, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope this is useful. If you like my videos, please click on like button and share it. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.